Here are 3 things I would never waste my money on if I was a beginner snowboarder. Number 1 is a super expensive, state-of-the-art designer new snowboard. When you're learning, literally pick up any secondhand board you can that's an affordable price. Of course, it is nice to ride a brand new board, but honestly, when you're new, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. Wait until you get your feet under you and decide what type of riding you like to do most before investing in like a really expensive $1,000 board. Number 2 is a super bougie jacket. You know, I get it. I like to look steezy on the slopes too, but if you're just starting out and you're trying to pinch some pennies, just put on whatever you can. Knowing how to layer is super essential. Make sure you have a wicking base layer, an insulating layer, and then a waterproof layer on the outside. Honestly, the only person who cares about what you look like on the slopes is you, so as long as you're warm and as long as you're not wet, you can wear whatever you want, and I would not waste my money on a brand new Arc'teryx jacket. The third thing that I would not buy if I was a beginner snowboarder is secondhand boots. Hear me out. I know I just said you should get a secondhand board and a secondhand jacket and that will be fine, but boots, I don't mess around. Snowboard boots typically only have a life of about 60 days according to the manufacturers, which I know is crazy. So secondhand boots are going to be super packed out and way softer than you want. Of course, if you're a beginner, you're not going to get a super stiff boot, but the boots at the secondhand store are going to be so soft that your foot is just not. If I was starting snowboarding from scratch and I was only going to buy one new piece of equipment, it would be a pair of boots because they really make or break your experience. You want to make sure you don't have heel lift, that your toes aren't hurting, and that you're nice and toasty, and that you have a good, responsive relationship. Of course, if it's all you can get your hands on, I totally understand. Just make sure you tighten those suckers up.